Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to solve general problems for 6th grade. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. What is the value of the expression minus 5 times minus 3 minus minus 4 to the power of 2 minus 1 minus 8? 5 seconds and let me know the answer. Did you find D minus 10? Minus 10 is correct. Let's solve it together. A equals minus 5 times minus 3 minus minus 4 to the power of 2 minus 1 minus 8. So we have minus 5 times minus 3 is plus 15. Then the power of 2 makes this minus 4 into a plus 16. So minus 16 minus 1 minus 8. So this is minus 1 minus 8, which is minus 10. And that's the answer. If x relates to 27 as 5 to 9 and x relates to 12 as 50 to y, then what is the value of y minus 2x? Did you find D? 10? 10 is correct. So in the first proportion, I get that x equals 5 times 27 over 9. I reduce by 9. Here is 3, 1. 5 times 3 is 15. Then I substitute into the second proportion. I get 15 over 12 equals 50 over y. Y equals 50 times 12 over 15. Reduced by 5. 10 and 3, reduced by 3, 4, 1, 10 times 4 is 40, and now y minus 2x is 40 minus 30, which is 10, and that's the answer. What is the value of the expression a? Did you find b 0.5? That is correct. Let's calculate it together. A equals 81 times minus 2 to the power of 5 times 3 to the power of minus 3 to the power of 6 minus 4 to the power of 3 times 27 times 3 to the power of 7. So let's see if I copied it correctly. Yes, everything is correct. So 81 is 3 to the power of 4. Now this odd exponent 5 keeps the negative sign of the minus 2. So this is minus 2 to the power of 5. Then the even exponent turns this minus into a plus, so 3 to the power of 6. Again, this odd exponent preserves the minus here, so minus 4 to the power of 3, 3 to the power of 3, 3 to the power of 7, okay? Now I multiply these numbers, adding their respective exponents, so I get minus 2 to the power of 5 times 3 to the power of 10, and now this minus 4 is the same as 2 to the power of 2, so I have 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 3, which is 2 to the power of 6, times 3 to the power of 10, right? 3 plus 7 is 10. Cancel 3 to the power of 10 with 3 to the power of 10. Minus divide by minus gives a plus, so 2 to the power of 5 over 2 to the power of 6. And I subtract 5 minus 6 is minus 1, 2 to the power of minus 1, which is the same as 1/2 or 0.5. And that's the answer. A straight prism and a rectangular pyramid have bases of equal area. The pyramid's height is twice the prism's height. If the prism's volume is 66 decimeters cubed, what is the pyramid's volume in cubic decimeters? Did you find A, 44? That is correct. Let's solve it together. The area of the base is the same. The height of the pyramid is 2 times the height of the prism. I'll denote pyramid with a triangle because, as you know, the pyramid has lateral faces in the shape of a triangle, and the prism has lateral faces in the shape of a rectangle. So that's the reason for the way I denote them. And then the volume of the prism is 66 decimeters cubed. Find the volume of the pyramid. So the volume of the prism is the area of the base times the height of the prism, and the volume of the pyramid is 1/3 the same base area times the height of the pyramid, which is twice the height of the prism. So I get 2/3 area of base times height of the prism, but I already know that this is 66, so I get 2/3 times 66, reduce here 22 times 2, 44 decimeters cubed, and that's the answer. What is the volume of a semisphere with diameter of 6 decimeters in cubic decimeters? Did you find C, 18? 18 is correct. Let's solve it together. So if the diameter is 6 decimeters, this means the radius is 3 decimeters, and the volume of a sphere is the same as the volume of the sphere is calculated by the formula 4/3 pi r to the power of 3. So 4/3 pi times 3 to the power of 3, 4/3 pi times 27, reduce this is 9, so 4 times 9, 36 pi decimeters cubed. But now, because I have a semisphere, the volume of a semisphere is 1/2 the volume of the sphere, so this is 1/2 times 36 pi, which is 18 pi decimeters cubed, and that's the answer. Three numbers a, b, and c relate to each other in the following way. A to b is 5 to 2, b to c is 3 to 4. If the biggest number is 600, what is the smallest number out of the given ones? Did you find B, 240? 240 is correct. Let's solve it together. A to b relates as 5 to 2, and b to c is 3 to 4. Now I need to make the b number, which repeats itself into the two proportions, to correspond to the same number. So I need to expand these fractions here, 5 over 2 and 3 over 4, so I get the same numerator and denominator in both of them. So the first one I'll expand it by 3, I'll get 15 to 6, and the second one I'll expand it by 2, I'll get 6 to 8. So now I see that the b corresponds to the same number, so a to b to c is 15 to 6 to 8. Now obviously the biggest number here is a, because it corresponds to the bigger number in the proportion. So a equals 15, x equals 600, x equals 600 over 15, reduced by 5, 120 over 3, this is 40, and therefore the smallest number is b. So b, which equals to 6x, equals 6 times 40, which is 240. And that's the answer. What is the probability to roll a prime number by rolling a 6-sided die? Did you get C, 1/2? 1/2 is correct. The prime numbers out of the numbers from 1 to 6 are 2, 3, and 5. So any one of these three numbers will satisfy the event rolling a prime number, and all possible events are rolling any number from 1 to 6, so there are 6 possibilities, and the probability, as you know from the previous lesson, will be the favorable outcomes divided by all possible outcomes. So I get 3 out of 6, which is 1/2 or 50% probability. In a regular coordinate system, the points A, B, C, and D are given. What is the perimeter of ABCD in units of measurement? Did you find B, 26? 26 is correct. Let's solve it together. Minus 4, 0, C, 4, 0, D, 0, 3, and B is 4 minus 6. Let's very quickly draw these points. This is minus 4, here is A. This is 4, here is C. Minus 6, B. And then this is D, okay? And I just connect the dots. This is my quadrilateral ABCD. This is 6 units of measurements. Now this is 3, this is 4. I use the Pythagorean theorem. So for triangle ODC, I have, if this is x, x squared equals 3 squared plus 4 squared, which is 25, x equals 5. So this is 5, this is 5. And in triangle ABC, if this is y, y squared is, this whole thing will be 8. From minus 4 to 4, there are 8 units of measurement. So y squared will be 8 squared plus 6 squared, which is 64 plus 36, which is 100. Y equals to 10. So this is 10. And now the perimeter is simply 10 plus 6 plus 5 plus 5. 10 plus 6 plus 5 plus 5, which is 26 units. Okay? And that's the answer. If x equals minus 3 to the power of 3 plus minus 5 to the power of 2, what is the value of this expression? 3 times... Okay, you can read the expression, it's long. Think about it. Did you find C, minus 2? Minus 2 is correct. X equals minus 3 to the power of 3 is minus 27. This is now plus because it's to an even power. So plus 25. This is minus 2. And then my expression is 3 times modulo 3 minus x. minus 2 times module x minus 2 minus this should be minus 3 to the power of 2. I forgot to add an exponent here, but this symbol in computer science indicates to the power of 2, so minus 3 to the power of 2. Okay. Now if I substitute, I'll get 3 times 3 minus minus 2 minus 2 times minus 2 minus 2 module minus 9, right? So 3 times module of 3 plus 2 is 5 minus 2 times module of minus 4 minus 9, 15 minus 2 times 4 minus 9, which is 15 minus 8 minus 9, which is 15 minus 17, which is minus 2, and that's the answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. A right triangle with sides 5 and 12 and a hypotenuse 13 is rotated around its larger side. What is the total surface area of the obtained solid? Did you find D? 90 pi. 90 pi is correct. So this is how my triangle looks like. 12, 5, 13. And I rotate it around the side which is 12. Okay, so this is my radius and this is my height and this is my lateral edge. So the formula for the total surface area of this cone was pi times r plus L, which is pi times 5 plus 13, 5 pi times 18, which is 90 pi, what was it, cubic square centimeters squared, and that's the answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. I thought of a number, I divided by the module of minus 2/3 and I got the reciprocal of minus 1/12. What was my number? Did you find B? Minus 8? Minus 8 is correct. I divided by the module of minus 2/3. So x divided by module of minus 2/3. And I got the reciprocal of minus 1/12. So this is minus 12/1. So x divided by 2/3. The module gets rid of the negative sign, equals minus 12. X equals minus 12 times 2/3. This is 4 minus 8. And that's the answer. In a box there are blue, green and red coins, which relates as 3 to 4 to 5. If I, should be I here, if I randomly choose one coin to take it out of the box, what is the probability that it is a green one? Okay. Did you find B, 1/3? 1/3 is correct. The green ones will be 4x and the total number of coins will be 12x, right? 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 12x. So the probability will be 4x divided by 12x, which is the same as 4/12 or 1/3. In bronze, the quantities of copper to tin relates as 9:1. If the bronze is 840 grams, how much tin is contained in that bronze? Did you find C? 84 grams? That is correct. So the tin is X and the bronze is 10x. So if 10x equals 840, that means X is 84. Okay? Two grain warehouses exist with the first holding twice the grain of the second. Moving 80 tons from the first to the second equalizes their amounts. How much grain was originally in the first warehouse? Did you find D? 320? That is correct. The first is 2x and the second is x. So if I move 80 tons from the first and put those in the second warehouse, I'll get the following equation: 2x minus 80 equals x plus 80. Okay, the first loses 80 tons and the second one gains 80. So I solve this equation, move the x on the other side, 80 on the right side with plus, x equals 160 tons, and therefore the first one originally had 2x, which is 2 times 160, which is 320 tons. And that's the answer. Alright, so we solved these problems. And yeah, I hope that you found this video useful and helpful. Next time we are going to focus more on theory. Okay, we'll discuss rational expressions, we'll discuss monomials, polynomials, and we are slowly but surely jumping into the more abstract topics that follow in 7th grade. Okay, that was all for this video. If you liked it, you can like the video, subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.